going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we are going to be setting up in Enclosure for some snails. Now not any old snails, as some of you may know and some of you might not. We do have some Achatina, I think that's how you pronounce it. The giant African land snails. We've got an albino, a jade and a normal, and too many babies to count. But we're setting up a different enclosure. No, it's not for that species. No, it's not for their babies. We have just had delivered some brand new snails, completely different species, same genus. Now these guys are Achatina. Again, I think that's how you pronounce it. Now these ones are the tiger snails, which are also known as African tiger snails, giant tiger snails. Pretty sure they also go by giant African tigers, snails as well. I'm pretty sure they also have another common name, which is the same as giant African land snail. Which that just goes to show why Latin/scientific names are so important. Now these are these little guys here. Now you can see why they're called tiger snails. All those tiger stripes on them. Absolutely stunning. Now if I went and got this one is one of the normal tiger snails. I'll go and get my normal giant African land snail, which is the Enclosure. I'm probably saying that wrong. I can't remember off the top of my head the scientific name for the other ones, unless I physically read it on paper. But I'll just go get the normal that's in here and show you guys the difference. Let me just get this fella here. So that is him there. Now if you look at that one, see, sort of has the tiger markings up here, but then up here it's all one colour. And then these are younger, but look at them. That's the difference. As you can see, so up here it looks the same, but these ones are more of a reddy and orangey colour. Other than that, they look so similar. It is hard to distinguish. These ones are longer and more pointy. These ones aren't as long and pointy. But I mean, to the average person, you would just assume they are the same snail. But they're not. They're two completely different species. This one's your giant African land snail, and this one is the tiger snail, or the giant African tiger snail. But another thing as well, obviously you can see the snail there. Kind of hiding at the minute, got a bit of food in his mouth, so he's not fully going in. But as you can see, this one is young, so the older he gets, the more that colour he'll get. But as you can see, he looks a little bit more rough and sort of whitey pinky on the inside as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much the difference. And there is the albino giant African land snail. This one's not as timid as the larger one, which is the normal. But anyways, we got 3 of the tiger snails. So we've got this one, which is a brown one, normal. We also got another one. Now they all have pretty much the same shells, but the snail himself is a different colour. So if I can just find them, this one is the white one we ordered. person who got them off didn't know whether they'd be called albinos or jades. I mean, that is sort of, if it was a giant African land snail, it would be a jade, so I'm just going to assume it would be. But I mean, that one's the white one, and then that one's the normal one, as you can see. But I mean, just look at the markings on these snails, absolutely stunning. And then that's the other tiger snail. Now these markings will get better, brighter and more colourful on the shells as they get older. But yeah, they are around about 3 months old now, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. Again, I'd have to go back on messages and have a look. But anyways, let's get straight into finishing off the viv that I'm setting up. As you know, rescued this corn snake, and I said I'd put the Exoterra she was living in to good use. Took a couple hours or so, got it all cleaned up, and the snails are going in it. Already got the substrate in, but I'm going to put the rest in on camera. See you guys in a sec. Right guys, so this is the enclosure here. It is a 45 by 45 by 30 tall Exoterra. And I just need to move the tripod slightly to open that door. There we are. So I've already got the substrate in. It is just a mixture of around about 40% cocoa fibre to help keep that humidity up, and the rest is Westland topsoil. You might be able to see the bag in the background there. Yep, so this is the enclosure here. As you can see, I sort of went with what I said. Obviously I've still got the bark in, sort of acting like a tree stump kind of. I decided to put a bit of bogwood in, and driftwood is to act like a sort of tree root. Obviously I've got the moss lying all around the floor, so it is literally like the bottom of a tree sort of. Obviously behind the cork bark the snail can hide. What I also done was stuff behind the cork bark in moss, because what I noticed with my African land snails is they love to hide in the moss, and there's no moss under any of the cork bark that I've got, so half the time they're hiding in the plain open. So I thought with these, what I'll do is I'll do what I'm gonna be doing soon with the African land snails, and that's put moss in the hidey holes as well, so they can hide in it, as well as obviously out in the open, but at least this way they've got a nice dark area they can go to without burrowing. That's got moss in, and then they've got sort of soily areas with moss covering it as well. So then obviously this area here, which is just soil. I think I'll put my veggies in this open patch in the middle for the snails. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely love this moss. It is just sphagnum moss, but it's fresh. It's not that pre-bagged stuff, so it's all alive. It's all live, wild sphagnum moss, and I absolutely love the colorations on live, fresh sphagnum moss, providing you can keep it alive, which can be difficult to do sometimes. It just stays like this. You get your bright greens, your dark greens, and obviously the reds and oranges, as well as the yellows, which is what pretty much standard sphagnum moss sort of looks like, especially when it's dead. But I'm quite happy with the outcome of this. Obviously in the sort of time lapse you might have seen that I poured water in rather than sprayed. That's because I broke my pressurized spray bottle, so it don't work. So I've got to gently pour water in until my new one arrives. But yeah, let's get the snails in. Yeah, what I'm also going to do is add some of the moss in that was sent in, but I'm just going to be stuffing it sort of, you can't really see it on the camera, but sort of behind our sight, sort of behind this bit of driftwood. Anyways, let's get these beauties out in their new enclosure. Like I say, they are small at the minute, so they'll be absolutely fine in this 45 by 45 for quite a while, no doubt. There's the white one, or what I'm pretty sure it is with all snails. I've done a bit of research and I'm pretty sure it's the same as what the African land snails are, so this one would be a jade, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, just look at the markings on these tiger snails, absolutely stunning. And like I say, they'll get more of like a reddy and orangey colour the older the snail gets. This one's coming out to say hi. Oh, it was. Absolutely stunning. So we'll just plop that one there. There's another one in there. He's sort of hiding. He's got covered in moss. And the markings on that one as well. This one's got more of a yellow background than a sort of orangey background, but it still has that reddy orangey and brownish stripes on it. It's absolutely stunning snails. And that's coming out all now. At least we know which one is in camera shy. this one's got a load of poop coming out its shell. And that's that one then there. As you can see, it's got a load of lovely juicy poo coming out as well. Just what you want to handle. But yeah, this moss here looks like old sphagnum moss, but so I believe it's the same as what I've already got in, but we're just going to be stashing that sort of out of sight. So that's the snails in their new enclosure. Would you look at that, they're all starting to come out now. Absolutely love the purple colour on the top of this one's head. Absolutely stunning. And that's the white one. That one's been active for about 2 minutes now. And these two, I'll just give them a bit of splash with some water. This one come out straight away. This one's starting to come out. Just wanted to see if I could get them out before I ended the video. Absolutely stunning species of snail. Guys, that's it for today's video. Now I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my second video back on the channel since I've been inactive. So yeah, slowly getting back into the swing of things. But anyways guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.